A few years ago, SolidJS looked like the future. Developers called it what React should have been. Benchmarks backed it up. But then, it quietly started disappearing. Today, we are going to trace exactly how that happened and why being better wasn't enough. And yet, it won. Remember Svelte, the framework that promised to fix everything React got wrong? Developers loved it. 73% satisfaction rating. But here's the uncomfortable truth: loving a framework doesn't make it successful. Now meet SolidJS, built by Ryan Carniato, a developer who spent years watching React dominate while thinking there has to be a better way. He created that better way. Benchmarks don't lie. SolidJS crushes React in performance tests. The syntax feels cleaner. The reactivity model makes more sense. It's everything React should have been. And yet, the numbers tell a different story. And before you click away thinking, of course, a 6-year-old framework is smaller than React, hold on. This isn't about raw numbers. Comparing absolute download counts between a Facebook-backed decade-old library and a solo developer's project would be intellectually dishonest. The real story is trajectory. Stack Overflow's 2024 developer survey shows SolidJS at 1.2% adoption, down from 1.3% in 2023. That's a 12% decline year over year. And in the 2025 survey, it does not even appear, indicating less than 0.1% usage reported by respondents. SolidJS isn't just failing to grow, it's shrinking. Vancouver, Canada. Around 2012, Ryan Carniato joins a small startup called Vidigami. There he extensively used Knockout.js, a reactive framework that predates React by 3 years. Ryan falls in love with fine-grained reactivity, the idea that you don't need to re-render entire components when a single value changes. Then React arrives. The React arrives with the virtual DOM. When something changes, React reruns the affected component and its subtree. Ryan watches in frustration as the older idea of updating only the exact piece that changed gets left behind. Ryan thinks, what if we do that work during compilation instead? Build the reactive connections once you compile the code. Then at runtime, just execute them directly. No middleman, no diffing overhead. Once the idea clicks, he feels compelled to build it. So in summer 2025, shortly after his daughter is born, Ryan starts building what will become SolidJS. Nights and weekends, tinkering between diaper changes. He just can't let go of the feeling that everyone's doing it wrong. He open sources it in April 2018. The response? Silence. Just like Svelte before it. Jamstack's 2022 survey shows 6% usage. Stack Overflow 2023 down to 1.36%. And Stack Overflow 2024 down again to 1.2%. Meanwhile, Svelte climbed from nothing to 6.5% by 2024 to 7.2% in 2025. Even maintaining momentum is hard. SolidJS is actively losing ground. Now the structural problem. Commit activity. Ryan Carniato has personally made 1352 commits to the SolidJS repository as of the time of recording this video. The second highest contributor, 34 commits. The creator has contributed 50 times more code than the next person. This can't be called a community project yet. This is a one-man show with spectators. SolidJS is built around one person. In engineering, this is called a buzz factor of 1. If Ryan walks out tomorrow, illness, burnout, a better offer, SolidJS dies with him. You know what killed Betamax? It wasn't inferior technology. Beta had better video quality than VHS. But VHS had the movie studios. VHS had the rental stores. VHS had the ecosystem. SolidJS has the same problem. Where's the Next.js equivalent for Solid? It exists now, Solid Start. But it spent years in beta while Next.js built a fortress. Where are the component libraries? Where are the third-party integrations? Developers don't just pick frameworks, they pick ecosystems. And when you are building a production app on a deadline, you can't afford to write everything from scratch. You need battle-tested libraries. You need Stack Overflow answers that aren't 3 years old, not answers that will take another 3 years to be accepted. Ryan Carniato himself admitted the challenge in a GitHub discussion. SolidJS is stuck in a holding pattern between version 1.x ending and version 2.0 beginning. Version 2.0 has been coming soon since 2023. Experimental releases have piled up. Real products can't be built on experimental releases. They require stable versions. Picture yourself in a hiring meeting. Your startup needs front-end developers. Fast. Option A, React. Thousands of candidates know it. Bootcamps teach it. Every mid-level developer has it on their resume. Picking React means interviews are easy and onboarding is fast. Option B, SolidJS. Maybe 5% of candidates have touched it. You'll spend weeks training people. When they leave, you'll struggle to replace them. Your technical debt has just become a hiring liability. According to Dev Job Scanner's analysis of 250,000 front-end jobs in 2024, React dominates with 126,000 positions. Angular has 87,000 and Vue has 24,000. SolidJS, along with other new frameworks like Svelte, collectively represent just 2% of the job market, roughly 5,000 jobs total across all of them. Choosing SolidJS means choosing a framework with minimal job market demand. Nobody gets fired for choosing React. That sentence has killed more innovative frameworks than bad documentation ever could. React's moat isn't code quality, it's institutional fear. And fear is harder to overcome than technical debt. In May 2022, Ryan Carniato introduces his joining Netlify to work on SolidJS full-time. Finally, he got the much-needed corporate backing. But here's the problem. When Rich Harris got his lifeline from Vercel in 2021, Svelte already had some momentum. Ryan's support came when SolidJS was still proving itself. Timing does matter. In September 2024, Ryan announces he's moving from Netlify to Sentry. Sentry will support his work on SolidJS and help with version 2.0. Great news, right? Even as we have seen version 2.0 has been in development for over a year, the reactive system redesign Ryan's been promising is still experimental. While Svelte shipped version 5 with runes and doubled their weekly downloads, SolidJS is still talking about what version 2 might look like. Ryan got his corporate backing, but it came 5 years too late. With all of this said, you might think that I am a SolidJS hater. And if you have loved SolidJS, your fingers might be itching to leave a negative comment, if you haven't already. And if you have come this far in this video, here's the paradox of SolidJS. It's simultaneously failing and succeeding. Just not in the way most people measure success. The market numbers tell one story. But there's another story happening beneath the surface. Ryan Carniato's articles on SolidJS convinced Misko Hevery that signals were what Qwik needed for true resumability. He persuaded Ivan Yu and Rich Harris that fine-grained rendering was the future, leading to Svelte runes and Vue Vapor. The irony is brutal. SolidJS proved the concept, wrote the playbook, and then watched frameworks with bigger ecosystems execute it at scale. But Ryan sees this differently. The difference in time between SolidJS being released and other solutions getting here is the same amount of time between jQuery and React. This journey is still early. And he might be right about one thing. In 2025, you would be hard-pressed to find a popular front-end library that doesn't work or is in the process of migrating to work the way SolidJS does. Google's Chrome Aurora Fund is now supporting performance research, indicating that the technical foundation is sound. But let's be honest about the challenge ahead. SolidJS still has a buzz factor of 1. The ecosystem remains sparse. Adoption is declining, not growing. These are the problems corporate backing alone can't fix. They require community, momentum, and time. So what does success look like for SolidJS? Maybe it's not about beating React. Maybe it's about something more fundamental. Ryan Carniato is often cited by other framework makers and leaders in the JavaScript sector GitHub. He changed how industry thinks about reactivity. For developers choosing SolidJS today, you're not betting on the next React. You're learning from the framework that taught React's competitors how to compete. You're working with ideas that are reshaping the front-end landscape, even if SolidJS itself never dominates it. The story of SolidJS is similar to Svelte, and we made a video on that. So be sure to check out if you haven't already. It's a reminder that technical excellence alone doesn't guarantee market success, but it also proves that good ideas eventually win, even if they win in someone else's framework. Sometimes being right is enough, even if it takes the world a decade to catch up. If you like this video, leave us a comment below, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, as we'll see you soon in the next one. Till then, peace out.